For those of you out there who enjoy visual storytelling, whether you like making documentaries or short films or maybe even just little videos for your school, if you are looking for that perfect little way to make your videos have that cinematic experience to them, well, keep watching because I'm going to show you how to do it today with a really inexpensive, easy to use plugin for Final Cut Pro. Coming up next on TechTalkAmerica.com. So I've been making little videos myself ever since I was a little kid. I can remember being as young as I think maybe 7 or 8 and making little videos back at home. And the thing that I always strived to do is I wanted what was making my videos look like one thing and the movies that I saw on the big screen look like something totally different. Well, today I'm going to show you a really easy way to just improve the visual experience of everything that you shoot. And what's great about this is it doesn't require you to buy an expensive camera. A lot of people get into this mindset of I need this really, really expensive camera to capture everything. I shoot most of my videos on a relatively inexpensive consumer grade DSLR. If you're curious which one I'm using to actually shoot this video, I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. But the idea here is that you don't need to be spending tons of money on camera equipment. You just need to put that money into editing. And really, it's not a lot. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to use a piece of software today called mLUT. Now, this is actually made by a guy who I've become friends with. His name's Simon. Hi, Simon. It works with Final Cut Pro. There is a special installer that you need to install first so that you can put this into your computer. So if you need any help with the installation instructions, I'm going to put that information down below in the description of the video. You'll find links to everything that you could possibly need down there, so just go there for all the information. Once again, the name of this software is called mLUT, and I'm going to show you how to use it. For those of you who are not familiar with what a LUT file is, it's going to basically just change everything visually about your shot. It's a way to very, very quickly adjust all of the colors and just make it look more cinematic, depending on what kind of cinema you're going for. Now, when I show you how to use these tools, I always like to give you a before and after idea of how it looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first play for you this project. And what you're viewing right now, we're obviously in Final Cut. This is a project that I recently completed as a commission project for the Chamber of Commerce of Provincetown. And they gave me a shot list of what to do, and I just made it happen. That's all. So what I want to do is I have disabled all of the special effects for this video because I want you to see the way that it looks before the effects. So I'm just going to show you around 30 seconds of this video. The whole video itself is only about a minute, and I think it's a minute 40. But I'm just going to show you the first 30 seconds so you can have an idea of what we're working with. Now, obviously, whenever you're in Final Cut Pro and you preview video, it's not playing at full resolution, but it will give you an idea at least of the color. So let's rewind this to the beginning, turn my speakers on, and I'm going to play it for you. So here we go. So that kind of gives you an idea of what the video is going to look like. And now what I want to do is show you how to apply this effect. Now, there's different ways you can do this. You can either apply the effect to each individual shot, or you can do what I do, which saves a ton of time. I tend to apply it to one shot and then take those settings and apply it to every shot and then just kind of make fine-tune adjustments as necessary. Because a lot of times it tends to work pretty well for most of them. You need a little tweaking here and there, but it's pretty easy. So I'm going to actually do, I think, this shot here of the lobster, okay? And you're going to really see those oranges pop when we're done with this. So let's start off with a really close-up shot. And the way we're going to do this is once you have installed everything and it's all good to go in Final Cut Pro, and keep in mind when you install these kinds of files, you cannot have Final Cut Pro running at the time when you install it.
But when you do have it done, it's going to appear in the effects browser. For those of you who are fans of hotkeys, that would be Command 5. Or you can just go over here, click on this little icon right here, and here under effects, you will see we have mLUT. It's one box, that's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag it and we're going to drop that onto our clip to apply it. And now what we have to do is go in and select which LUT file we want to load. Now, if you go to the website listed again in the description of the video, there are several different types of LUT files that you can purchase. And when you're looking at the prices, I mean, which are very, very reasonable to begin with, but inevitably there's always someone who complains about price. Trust me, I know how to read the comments. What I would like to remind you is that this is doing basically what a new camera would do for you. So this is a great way to save a ton of money on your production cost. So let's go up here to the inspector, little icon right up here, or Command 4, again, for those of you who are fans. And we're going to now go into the mLUT library. Make sure that this right here is checked, otherwise the preview isn't going to load. So let's click on that. I'm going to just move my windows around here. Now the LUT file that I most recently purchased is called Blockbuster 2. And basically what these guys are doing is they are creating these LUT files to mimic Hollywood movies. And so if you've seen any of these movies that they're kind of obviously based on, you're going to have an idea of what you're working with here. So for example, and please, by the way, I have to mention, if the film that you're making is not a happy, warm, what I just did, don't worry. Okay, there are effects here for everyone. I'm just showing you in this context. So here, for example, we have a LUT file that mimics the movie 12 Years a Slave. And you'll see that it just kind of leaches a little bit of the color, and just with that look, it looks instantly more cinematic. Alice in Wonderland, this one I use quite a bit. This really does make the colors pop, sometimes a little bit too much. Okay, that's that one there. American Hustle, kind of tones it down here. This would be a really good one for kind of a student film, I would think. This is a really good one in general. Captain America is a very, very good one. Children of Men, also very good. One of my favorites, I'm going to skip around here a little bit, is Game of Thrones. See how those oranges just pop right off the screen. And let me just kind of give you a before and after. Again, without, with. Okay? And you can play around. There's a whole bunch of other ones here. Whiplash is an interesting one, depending on, again, what you're going for. The Martian. And if you go scroll down further, we also have other LUT files, these that you can get to just, again, mimic these different cameras. So if you don't have the money to purchase a Blackmagic camera, I don't, you can still kind of get that look without actually needing to spend a ton of money. So now what I would like to do is I'd like to show you how to now apply an effect across to multiple clips. So, oops, sorry, we didn't actually select one. Let's do that real quick. I'm going to do the Game of Thrones one, I think. Okay, and I'm going to hit apply. So now that shot, as you can see here, based on the little dots that you see above the clip, it needs to render. So we'll just give that a second to process. Quick, very fast iMac I have here. So if you want to apply an effect across to multiple clips, here's a really, really good trick, okay? What you need to do is click on your clip, and I would recommend doing this early in the edit because it can be a little bit of a pain when you have, some clips that have effects and others that don't. So my advice is do this right after you're done, just initially kind of starting to process your footage. So what I would do is you copy the clip, so Command C, just like you always would. And then what you're going to do is you're going to select every clip that you want to apply it to, okay? And you can either do this with Command A or just however you choose to do it. Let's deselect the clip that we've already applied it to, obviously. And now what we're going to do, oops, I have the audio file, that's not going to work. And now what we're going to do is to apply it to all of those shots. It's very similar to paste. It's Command Option and the letter V all at the same time. Boom. And you'll see here my entire project now needs to render. So what I would like to do for all of you is I'm going to now play the video for you side by side. And one version on the left is going to be the original version, and on the right is going to be the version that we just created. So here you go, enjoy, and I'm going to show you the whole video. Like I said, it's only about 1:40.
One last thing before we go. For those of you out there who enjoyed the music in the project that you just heard, that music was actually composed by a friend of mine who sells his work. His name is Adi, and he has worked with everyone you can imagine, from Hillary Clinton to Microsoft. So if you want to check out his music, he has a very large library of music at this point. He's incredibly talented. I'm jealous. And you can go into the description of this video, and Adi, I told him I was going to be doing this little video and that I might give him a little shout out. And so what he's doing is he's offering to any of you, who are fans, a little discount code. So you'll find that in the description of this video. Go have it, have fun. He has some amazing stuff. As far as mLUT goes, I really want to encourage you to explore it and just have fun with it, because it is an awesome tool that can be applied for so many different types of projects. What you have seen just now is one example, but for especially something like a little bit darker, like something shot in the city, a murder mystery, a drama, something like that, those LUT files are just spectacular. So that's it for me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this class. Please smash that little like button below if you will. Leave us a little comment, and we'll see you next time. This is David A. Cox with Tech Talk America. Class dismissed.